Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio. I'm super thrilled you're here. I have a fun share, quick craft with you today. Little chat, little bit of everything. So welcome to my studio, everyone. I'm so happy everybody's here. And I want to thank each and every one of you for coming back. So today we're going to be talking about a jewel design. Those of you who've been with me a long time know that that's my daughter. She has an Etsy shop where she sells her digitals that she designs for us to use and for me to use and us, therefore all of us. And also that's where a lot of times I have in the past sold a lot of my ephemera and journals and things like that through that shop. So right now I'm not doing that, but when I do on Etsy, it will be through Jewel Design. So it's our joint shop. We're in business together. We're business partners. So anyway, I'm showing you a couple of her newest kits and how to use them and how versatile they are. So buckle up. Here we go. All right. I did make some ephemera pieces with her kits, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the kits first. I'm going to show you what I made, and then we're going to make something real quick. So don't go away, okay? So hopefully you'll enjoy this. So again, the shop is, for those of you who are new, a Jeweled Design, Etsy.com shop, a Jeweled Design. She's also on Instagram as a Jeweled Design and also a Jeweled Design on, she has a Facebook group, our group together, although half the time I don't ever make it over there. Anyway, today I'm showing you vintage roses and letters, and this is the kit we're going to be seeing. It is a backgrounds kit. Perfect, 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 because it can be used for so many things. I'm also going to be sharing with you a kit called Vintage Layers, and it is a tall kit. This is tall and vertical and horizontal. She has both in this one. So we'll start with this one. And again, this is roses and letters. She has so many versatile kits. She's got retro, she has vintage, she has just everything you could think, every kind of word you could think of in different formats, from vertical to horizontal, large to small, all the different colors. So you'll see some of those in the work we're going to look at. But anyway, this is the first one, and this is Roses and Letters, and I am in love with this kit. That's what I made all those pieces with I just showed you a minute ago. So here we go. I'm going to double check to make sure you're in. Yeah, there you go. You're in. You're in. So this is the vertical format here, which I did use to make tags. Perfect. Look at this one. Gorgeous. These are backgrounds. You can use these in just about any project that you have, whether you want to use it in a botanical project or you want to use it in a medieval or Victorian or vintage. You'll see. I'll show you how to do that. So we have that one. This one. Oh, I love it with the music paper. Beautiful. This is great for especially botanicals. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I love this. Love, love, love it. And then we have some of the similar pictures in the horizontal. So if you want to make smaller tags, this is a good way to do it. You could just do these to make tags, and I'll show you that in a minute. Here we go. So this is how you do it. And, oh, she has a blank page too. I mean, she has a background page that's neutral for you to put on the back of all your pages for your journals, so that you don't have to go searching around for something to put, put on the back of your pages. So isn't that beautiful? I may just stand up. Sometimes it's just easier for me to do that because it's kind of hard to see when it's very far away, right? All the details. She does a lot of layering. She's a professional graphic artist. This is how she makes her living now. She lost her husband in September, so her shop is how she pays the bills. So here we go. We have this one. Gorgeous. Oh, here's another beauty. Look at that. Now, these are great backgrounds. You could put images on top, bigger flowers or buildings or, whatever you want to do. You can grunge it up, put it on a darker paper. You can put it on a parchment paper. You can put it on whatever color paper you want to use, and it changes the look depending upon the paper that you put it on, right? Oh, and then there is one page of, what do you want to call them? Ephemera. So that's the smaller, but here it is up close. You can see some of them. Aren't they cute? Adorable. And I did use some in my project. So let me show you what I did with these. And you're not going to believe that these are the same papers, right? So And I'll show you in a minute which ones they are. So we've got this one and this one. I've added other images to the backgrounds is what I've done. I've used the base backgrounds and I've added other images and ephemera to it. I've embellished it up and look what I got. So these two come from, I'm going to show you where they come from so you know. Come from this. So this is the tag here, right? This is this one. See? Look what just adding things to that gave you. So you get that and you get that, right? Cool. These are going into a journal. I'll show you the journal they're going into in a minute. They're going into a real journal. Then we have a tall secret pocket tag. See, it's got a secret pocket that you can put your little bits and pieces into, just like that. Isn't this one pretty? I've added a frame and a picture and some lace and pearls and roses, whatever you got. But these are just the basic pieces. Look at this. See, look at. Who would have thought? So now I'll show you what was what. So this one is this one. See what I've done with it? I took that piece and I made that. And then I took, let's see. Let me find the other one. Ah, there it is. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. I took this one and I made this. You can see right where I put it. I put it right there. Oh, see? Look what we got with this one. I'll put it on its side so you can see it. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh. These are going into my vintage rose journal. I'll show you. You'll see these pieces again because they're going into here. Vintage Rose Elegance. It's going into here because I've got a lot of greens and things. See, look how lovely that will be in there. It's not wonderful. Don't look at that yet. But see, it looks good with that. Look at that. See? So you could see why I chose these pieces. So these pieces are from a jewel design. Aren't they gorgeous? I can't encourage you enough to go get them. They're great for your base pieces. Everybody in your arsenal of things, if you use digitals, you should have pieces that allow you to build on top and use for any and everything. You can turn them into envelopes, paper bags, tall journal cards like these, shorter journal cards, whatever you want, right? So, all right, so that's our first one. And that's Vintage Roses and Letters. Beautiful, just beautiful. I love it. You can tell I love it because look at all the goodies I made. Aren't they beautiful? I just put other images on top. That's all I did. And then see what happens is you could take and put them inside, or you can use them separately in the journal. Fill the hidden pocket. This hidden pocket is made with an envelope. So I do have videos on how to make it. I can show you in a minute if you would like, using one of the kits. Do a quick little craft with you. All right, so I'm going to move that off to the side real quick. And I'm going to show you her other one, Vintage Layers. Now, this one's very much like that. I don't have any pieces pre-made, but we're going to make one real quick. So I'll show you this one. Like, gorgeous. Look at the layers on that. And there's a lady right here. And then we have this one. This is a tall journal, so it's all tall. I'll turn it a little bit so you can see things. I have a blue journal that I'm going to be doing, a vintage Victorian blue journal. I have been collecting pieces for it. I've started a lot of pieces, but I just haven't finished it. This can be used for botanical. It can be used a whole bunch of different ways. It's tall. This is a nice one. You can cut it up. It's a good collage piece. This is great for a backing. So I'm going to go back and probably print this on the back of these pages. Oh, here's one that has a little more greens in it. So I could, like, I want to put it on the back of that page. So we have good, that would look great on the back of the blue page. So you have all these to go into, and you can make a full journal, or you can use them as background papers. And I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute. This one has a full set of ephemera with it. So you have journal cards. Aren't they gorgeous? You got the little mini, these are the, I think these are the 4x6 or 4x, let's see. How big are these journal cards? I use these all the time. I love them. This is a 3 3/4 by 5. Almost 4 by 5. So they're good size. And then you got the smaller ones. And you have like kind of a washi strip or paper strip. You got a paper strip here. You've got the large journaling cards. You have pockets. Another strip. Some fun things to play with. More pockets. A couple different kinds. And a nice big giant envelope. Ooh, I love that. You know what? I'm going to be cutting that out. So I got to get that printed on the back. I'm going to print on the back of all these. Not the envelopes, not the pockets, but I will print on the back of those, all those base pieces, all the ones to go with it so that I can use them in a journal. But I was just thinking this one would go great in that journal I just showed you as an envelope tucked into a page. So I love it because I've got a lot of, there's 4 signatures in that flip-flop journal I just showed you. And it's going to need some things. So that might be a great one to use. So, all right. So again, this is Vintage Layers. And what I thought we could do is we could either make a journaling card or another invisible tag. I don't know if I want to do the tag. I mean, not invisible, secret. Sorry, that had been down for a minute there. Secret pocket tag. So this is just a journaling card that I made using a paper. I just wrapped it around the card. Didn't it come out pretty? So we're going to do the same thing. And what I used was it's junk mail. I get these from Capital One. I get these really hard cards. And all I did was wrap paper around it and created myself a journaling card. So I'm going to take Jolene's and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. Because I don't have to... So what I'm going to do is I want to cut these off because I always think, oh, I won't go over the line, and I do it every time. I end up putting it on the white line and it shows, and I don't want to do that. So what we're going to do, so all you do is take a page like this from your kit and you get some glue. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac because it doesn't wrinkle. And this is very shiny, and I'm afraid if I try to use some of the other glues, I think my art glitter glue would work fine. But I want to be able to move it around. So if I use art glitter glue, you know that stuff dries in a heartbeat, like within seconds it's dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over. And I'm going to put this right into the corner here. So this is how you cover your junk mail that you get. That comes, that's very, you know, makes great cards. Journaling cards, gives them, they're very stiff. Got good body. So then you're going to take, and what I like to do, this is how I do a lot of my, I'm going to cut it just a little bit past, just like that, okay? And now I'm going to put glue on this whole side. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue up in here, too. Especially because it's slick. And I'm just going to slather it. Although I really want it to stick. I could put a little over here, too. And then I'm going to wrap it right around. Come on, stick. Well, there's a couple ways to do it. Let me see if I can do it this way then. I'm trying not to get it on my hands, but guess what? My hands are a disaster. I've been working so hard to finish my last journal that you guys all saw. And my fashion boutique. And I'm working on my pink and blue journal. So I'll show you that in a minute when I'm done here. And just, you know, you want to make sure you get the glue down. And then you just cut right around that card. Okay. And the card's already the size I want it to be, so I could cut it smaller if I want. I could put it on my cutter and cut. And, oh, look at that. See how pretty? You have a pretty scrap when you're done, too, that you could use. But look at that. You've got 2 sides to this. If you decided you wanted more writing space, you could write with a dark pen on that. But if you wanted better paper, you could just put some coffee dyed paper or something on the back. So we have that. And, you know, this now, it has very good heft to it. I'm going to, because this will cut even when it's wet, usually. I mean, not always. I've had a few times it didn't want to cut, but usually I can get away with it. Okay, so I rounded the edges because I'm making this a journaling card. And this fits in with the journal I'm doing. So I could use it as a flip, a tuck, or whatever. Depends what I want to do. And then I'm going to take I got a brand new one. Oh, had to get a new sponge for my daughter. And then all you have to do is decorate. I mean, I can put an image. I could put a lady. I could put whatever I want on there. Words. However you want to decorate it, or just use it as it is because it's beautiful as it is. Oops, I want to do both sides because both sides are going to get used. This is a floating card. It's a journaling card that you just tuck into a pocket. I love that. I always have pockets in my journals and I never have enough goodies to put in it. So believe me, I've been making tons of stuff and I'm probably going to have too much, but that's not a bad thing, right? So, because I can always pop it in an envelope and send it with the journal. In fact, I need to remember to do that with my last journal. I've got a few things. All right, I think I have leftovers. I'm not sure. So that's all you have to do with one of these gorgeous pages is you can just wrap it around that. You can also wrap it around an envelope, a tall envelope, and cut the side open and cut it as a tag, and you will end up with, let me get back to my tags here. What did I do with them? Oh, this is just strictly an envelope. As you can see, when you look inside, you can see the inside of the envelope. So lots of fun ways to play with these kits. I'm telling you, there's lots of goodness here that, you know, you're going to enjoy playing with. So go and have a look. I am definitely going to be using that with these and all this goodness that we saw here. So here you go. That's everything. Fabulous, right? So this is a jewel design. Both of these kits that I just showed you, this tag I just made, I'll probably add some lace on the bottom, some words. I could add a vintage lady. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to look and see what ladies I have in that era to put on there. Let me see. Do I have anybody I could just grab real quick? Probably not. Where are my ladies in that era? Oh, I've got a lot of fashion gowns. Here we go. I mean, I could take and put one of these gorgeous women on here. I could cut them out, or I could use them whole, you know. Looking to see if I have anything that would look great with that. I mean, I could just sit one of those ladies on there. So, you know, just depends on what you want to. Oh, she's pretty. Ooh, she's gorgeous. She might be beautiful on here. I just have to, I think I would cut her out and add some lace down the side and maybe add her to that one. So I'm just going to put a little paper clip on there so I remember that I was thinking about doing that. She's perfect with that. The colors are gorgeous together, right? All right, so we just created a lovely journal card using a jewel design, and that one is Vintage Layers. This one right here is Vintage Layers, and that goes all the way over here. Okay, so that's that one, and these all go to this one, but I've showed you how easily you can transform any background paper into some gorgeous ephemera to use in your journals, or as journals themselves, journal pages, tucks, whatever you want to do with them. So there you go. So now the other thing I want to share with you before we go is I am working on my next, well, not next. Hold on, I'll be right back. I didn't leave you. I want to make sure that the thing's still filming. It is. I wanted to show you what I'm working on right now. I am working on this beautiful pink and blue girl and filling her up. As you can see, look at all the lace that's getting on there. It's growing. It's changing. You see all the lace? Let's see. I don't know if you can see it. See, there's lace on the pockets. I'll need to add some words and some more appliques. And I don't have anything on the back yet. I'm still working on that. But I have a box of ephemera here. In fact, I just made this one the other day. Isn't that pretty? And this is one of those hidden pockets. And I made a bunch of ephemera to go inside of that one. So, lots going on. This is Uniquely Ella right here. This is one of her new kits. Letters and documents or something like that. I don't know because I'm not showing her right now, but I will be getting back to it. So I'm just letting you know what else I'm working on. If you don't see me, it's because I am trying to get that one done. It is already, well, someone has spoken for it, but it doesn't mean she'll take it. She may decide she doesn't want it when it's all done. We'll see. That one actually should have a journal with it if I can get to it. So anyway, I want to thank you all for coming along and hanging out with me. This will be it for this week. I don't know if I will have a video on Monday. If I get back to my big, beautiful flip-flop journal and make more goodies and ephemera for it, that's this one here that you see me working on a lot. It's got a lot to go, so I've got pieces tucked in and all kinds of things. You know, as I find things for it, I start tucking and, you know, I've got all kinds of goodies. So I don't know if you guys are still interested in seeing me work on this. Please let me know if you're interested in seeing the Vintage Rose Elegance flip-flop journal. And the majority of these papers are from Christie's journal, Everlasting Journals. Christie's Everlasting Journals. Yeah, that's the ones I'm working on with that one. And I made these pieces with a jewel design to go into this. So, you know, I'm going to start loading this pretty soon because I'm getting quite a big, giant, humongous pile of ephemera. So, I mean, I have bunches of pieces that are done and ready to go in there. I just have to get going. So, stop on by and see what I'm doing and see what I'm doing with Jolene's kits that are going to go into that big, beautiful flip-flop journal. Let me know if you still want to see some things made in there, and I'll see about that. So I hope you all have a fabulous Friday and a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for stopping by. I love you all. Hugs and kisses, guys. Bye-bye.